Morning. It's Monday morning. What is it, August 13th, 2014? David Eastbrook, David Hansen. So, here we are. Another installment of the Love Project. And it's on my mind this morning. So this morning I want to just it's been a rough weekend. Pretty tough one. Yeah, bleeding again. It's one of the funny things about you cut yourself shaving. If you shave again before it's fully healed, yeah, it starts bleeding again. So that's what I'm doing. The interesting thing is, maybe it's an analogy to healing, is that it bleeds until it's done. So maybe that's what, I don't know. Well, maybe I'm looking for some sort of meaning in everything these days. I don't know. Anyway, so this morning what I want to do, there's been some response actually to the Love Project, and some of it's been positive, some of it's not been. And so I guess I feel like I really want to address the response right now. First of all, for those folks who don't like what I'm doing here, sorry about that. I'm certainly not trying to direct it at anyone in particular. I don't want to hurt anybody. I guess it's like TV. If you don't like the show, turn the channel and turn it off. There's plenty of options, out there to watch. If you don't want to watch this, then by all means don't. I certainly don't want to inflict it on anybody. It's kind of a therapy thing for me, and people have questioned my motives on this, and all I can say is state what my motive is, which is to heal myself, and if by doing that I can help anybody else heal or learn or something like, boy, it's really bleeding. Then I'm grateful for that. I want to definitely say thank you to the people that have been supportive on this. It's gratifying. It's really helpful. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to title this installment, and probably it's going to be something along the lines of the price of healing or the cost of healing or something like that. Because that's what occurs to me, that I should have anticipated that it was going to cost me something, and looks like it's probably going to cost me some relationships. That's too bad. Relationships primarily with people who don't play a role in my life day to day. Facebook relationships, some people who I've never met in person, who I only know through Facebook or through other associations, have decided that they're not comfortable with what I'm doing. Well, you're free to leave. Certainly. Don't want to keep anybody here. Those folks who are just watching this because it's a train wreck and getting a kick out of it, well, enjoy. But I will say this, some people have called me names and stuff, and I won't lie, it hurts. Feelings get hurt. I'm 46, and even at this age, it's when people call you names, that's hurtful. But I guess that's the price you pay when you put yourself out there, and I'm happy to pay it. I guess one of the things is, in healing is you're trying to get over hurt you carried a long time, and it's been pointed out to me that people take from all this that I've been a pretty sad person most of my life, and I think I have. I have been, and I'm trying not to be that way anymore. And I must say, this is helping a lot. I'm finding I'm changing quite a bit in the process of doing this. I certainly want to say that it's the Love Project, and my intent is not for it to be the Love Me Project or the Poor Me Project. Neither of those. If anybody's taking it as that, well, sorry about that. It's not my intent. As I've said, I'm an alcoholic, and recovering from alcoholism or being addiction is, part of the key to that is sharing what's inside and being honest and being truthful. And so I'm trying to share with, this is a great exercise for me in doing that. Other people watch this. I'm glad. I certainly watch them, and it's helpful for me. When my therapist is on vacation, when he gets back, I'm going to ask him to take a look at some of these, and maybe that'll help our sessions. But I guess at the end of the day, it's you know, whether you believe me or not, the only motive I have here is I want to heal, and I want to help other people heal if I can. You know, finding God was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Feeling love is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Being able to share love with people is just changed my life, and to a great extent, that's what this project is enabling me to do. So some people are moving away from me, and it's too bad, but it's your right. But again, I talked earlier about how important a relationship with God is, and I do have a relationship with God. And one of the things that does for you is that God's not going anywhere. God's not going to get mad at me for doing this, and so He's always there. And so glad I have a relationship with God. That's awesome. Judy's not going anywhere. She loves me, and she's been helping me heal throughout this whole process, and she understands what I'm doing. And some folks will notice I've been tagging them as I post these things. The only reason I'm doing that is I'm not specifically directing any of these things at you. It's just because you happen to be on my mind, and I want to share. If you're on my friends list and you're on my mind, and I want to share my life with you. So I'm going to tag you so I can bring it to your attention. If you don't want me to do that, I won't. And there's some people who've, indirectly indicated that they'd rather I didn't. So I won't be tagging them in future posts. And sorry about that. And, anybody doesn't want me to mention them directly. I really don't want to hurt anybody. So I'm going to try and keep, to the extent that I can, I'm going to leave people's names out of all this stuff. I did get a response about talking about being sexually abused, and somebody was very upset and wanted me to name my abusers. And I don't feel the need to do that. That's not what this is about. And I'm not sure why that's so important to them that I name them. I'm certainly not looking for any kind of retribution or anything like that. It's just for me to get over that. This is helping me do that. And so. Sorry, it's my business. The fact that I was abused is the only thing that I really want to share, not the details or circumstances of it, or certainly the people who did it to me. I guess if this stirs up some dialogue or something, I guess that's a good thing. People have accused me of hubris in this. I suppose there's probably some of that in there. Like as I mentioned earlier, there's a certain degree of narcissism or whatever that comes with sort of putting yourself out there in the media. I've worked in the media and the internet for pretty much my whole career, so I'm aware of what it does, and people have known who I known who I was at various points in my life. A little notoriety is not new to me. I'm not doing it for that purpose, certainly. So I don't know. I mean, anybody's questioning my motives, speak up, and I'm trying to address that. If you have feelings about me, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you do, I'd love to hear from you. If I'm helping you in any way, I'd certainly like for you to let me know that. As always, I'm very open. If you want to ask me any questions or tell me off or tell me something about yourself or anything, please do. That's kind of what this is all about. It's going to be an interesting day. I'm not sure, I guess it's Columbus Day, so I'm not sure if that's a holiday federally or whatever. I believe it's a holiday here in Massachusetts, and probably do some client work anyway. I'm self-employed, so you really never have a day off from that. Got to pay the bills, keep the lights on, keep the internet feed going. I don't know. I'm going to sign off now. Usual sign off. So here we go. Love Project. God loves you. I love you. Love the people in your life. Know that you're loved. Feel good if you can. Share your feelings. Don't be afraid. It's a terrifying thing to do. I'm finding that right now. It's pretty daunting, but it's worse if you keep it inside. Thinking about a lot of people with love today, and God bless you all. I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Signing off.